Welcome to the Swedish movie Critic and welcome to my review of Dune Part 2. This will be a spoiler-free review. I was a big fan of the first Dune movie directed by Denis Villeneuve. I've read all of Frank Herbert's books as well, so I was very interested to see in which way he would take the story in Part 2, and I can happily report that this is a very faithful adaptation of the book, as well as an incredible achievement as a movie. This is epic on a whole new level. The movie picks up where the last one ended, with Timothée Chalamet as Paul Atreides. We follow Paul as he becomes more integrated in the Fremen society, and also how the Harkonnens, the main villain of the story, continues to take control over Arrakis. And what ensues is a fight for the Fremen people to take back their home world. Same as the first movie, what strikes me the most with Dune Part 2 is the scope of things. We have great cinematography by Greg Fraser, who won an Oscar for Dune Part 1, and he continues to be one of the greatest cinematographers in the business today. The movie looks absolutely stunning, from the smaller details to the greater scopes with spaceships and armies. Everything looks incredible. We also have Hans Zimmer back, who also won an Oscar for Part 1 for the incredible music. And Dune for me is this incredible mix of sound and visuals. The soundscape, the vistas, everything works together to create this sense of scope, and it really serves the storytelling. We have a lot of returning cast from the first part: Zendaya as Chani, Rebecca Ferguson as Jessica, and Javier Bardem as Stilgar. All great in their parts, especially Javier Bardem as Stilgar. We also have a new villain, Austin Butler as Feyd-Rautha, who is mentioned throughout the first book, but Denis Villeneuve has saved his character here for Part 2. And I think it's a smart move, because you can focus on him more as a new sort of antagonist for the story, and they really do a good job of introducing him as a new villain. We also have Florence Pugh as Princess Irulan in a smaller but an important role, and also the great Christopher Walken as the Emperor Shaddam. So yeah, great cast, great cinematography, and I think the movie strikes a good balance between deepening the story but also including more action compared to the first one. You have a lot of good action that breaks up the storytelling, because it can be a little heavy-handed. I think for me it slowed down a little bit too much in the second act, but the third act makes up for it in spades. If you're a fan of the first part, I think you will be more than satisfied with the second one. I think this is a stronger movie. You have a more balance between storytelling and action. I would love to have some more humor, perhaps, and a little bit more heart. But then again, the Dune book is very serious, so it fits that style if you compare it to the book. And without spoiling, I would say it follows the book really well. They have made some changes to some of the characters and also to the ending, but for the most part I think it sticks pretty close to the source material. I loved how you contrast the planet Arrakis with the warm sand colors, earthly tones, and compare that to the villains on Gidi Prime in black and white, for example. That's a good visual storytelling method. The story also focuses on interesting themes, I think. This is above all a war movie. You have the good guys Fremen against the evil emperor, which is a good story in itself, but you also have focus on control in different ways. The part of the story that revolves around religion is very interesting, I think, and it shows the way religion can be used to control people. And I think together, Part 1 and Part 2 is by far the greatest interpretation of the Dune book, if you compare to, for example, David Lynch movie. But these two movies really captures the spirit of Dune, I think. And I know Denis Villeneuve have written the script for the third one as well, based on the second book, Dune Messiah. And I really hope he gets to do it, to get back to the world of Dune and Arrakis, to continue the journey with the characters. And I think he also should continue the story with third book, The Children of Dune. If you have the first book now completed, and Dune Messiah and Children of Dune. I think you have the complete storyline with these characters, and it would be amazing to see that on the big screen. If we get the fourth book, God Emperor of Dune, that would be a really nice bonus. So have you seen Dune Part 2? What did you think about it? Please let me know in the comments below. If this is your first time to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. I always enjoy hearing from you guys. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. It's a good start for the movie year 2024, Dune Part 2. A really strong second part. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.